Hi everyone. I would like to present you the machine learning model that I prototyped this week during the mid bootcamp project of Ironhack Berlin. And so, a few words about my research. I'm collecting information on citizen engagement in different cities in the world, notably in Taipei in Taiwan, Tel Aviv, Israel, and Tallinn in Estonia. And this is so far how I plan to use the data. So in general, I'm applying statistical classification model to identify categories of citizen engagement and ranking cities on their citizen engagement dynamic. So far, I am defining a citizen highly engaged by these features. So he's using social medias as source to form its opinion, he's meeting peers online, he's sharing its opinion easily in public, and he's willing to engage more, notably by online survey studies and voting apps. So I draw these entity relationship diagrams where you can see that the main table is the agent table, and the agent's ID primary key is used as a foreign key in the other tables, those notably from the data sources, Twitter, which is called tweets, this table, the interview table and the survey table containing the different informations. So I created the database called Citizen Engagement DB in SQL, where you can see all the information related to all my data collection sources. And then I imported this data on my Python notebook to be able to make some calculation. So I first import the agent table, and I can check that we have more than 20,900 agents recorded. They are related to 3 cities, Taipei, Tel Aviv, and Tallinn, and they participated in my, in my study through different ways: survey, interview, and tweets. I can also count the agent types, which are 12 in my study, and the agent category, which are 5. I do not list it here because of the time. So then, yes, I imported my Twitter datasets on a name called tweet. Then I imported the survey studies on the same way, and the interview content based on the same comment. And at the end, I built a frame in between those three sources of information and the agent table, which is the one who's the keystone in between them. And I frame all these data in one single, frame called data. And this allows me to make some cross-cultural insights inside my dataset by some data analytics. So here I can check who are the first 10 agents expressing an engagement feeling maximum at 10 on a range of 1 to 10. And then I can also return which one is the mode value in between engagement feeling. And so it appears sadly that the engagement feeling level 1, which is the lowest one, is the one that is the most spread into my study. How many agents per city? So here I can count the quantity of agents ID grouped by my cities, and I can see that in Taipei, Tel Aviv, and Tallinn I have a certain number of total agents. and then I am ranking like the profiles, the Twitter profiles, depending on their total of tweets. So I can see on the first lines that I have some profiles from Tel Aviv and Taipei that are the most let's say active on Twitter, engaged on their city transformation. Then I did a plot to visualize like the quantities of tweets per each city, and you can see that it's kind of the same quantity in Tel Aviv and in Taipei, but I have less tweets collected on Tallinn, and this is interesting to check because basically I used the exact same protocol of collection, so it only means that Tallinn has been less tweets mentioning his name than Tel Aviv and Taipei. I started to make some visualization with Tableau, and so I started to check the engagement wish. We can be yes or no, and so the quantity of in my data sets. So I can see that in the whole data sets, which are a total of 362 agents, we have a bit more than 78% of people that wish to engage more, and 21% of people who do not wish to engage more. And so I started to check. So at the bottom right, you can check the engagement wish by city. It looks like Taipei citizens are the ones who wish to engage the most, and Tallinn are the ones who wish to engage less. We can also check at the gender repartition, and it's more or less similar, like men and women try to, they wish to engage at similar level, even if women are a bit more enthusiastic. And then I try to check if the engagement wish have some insights to cross with the quality of relationship with the different categories of agents, which are public sector, research sector, private sector, and civil sector. To be honest, I cannot find anything like really relevant to say about that. So it looks like the engagement wish of the citizens do not have any, is not influenced by the quality of relationship they can have with this or that category of other citizens, stakeholders. Okay. But I can check that the engagement wish is correlated with the engagement feeling, something that you can see on the bottom right, on the top right corner. And so yes, it looks like the more people feel engaged, the more they want to engage more, which is kind of interesting to know. Then I checked the opinion change and opinion share, and so I can see that the opinion change by city and the opinion share by city, we cannot extract so much information from those ones, but it's interesting to understand what is it. So opinion change is that people tending to change their opinion when they are sharing it, so in certain meeting places, notably online but also offline on my survey studies. And so what I tried to check is there a relationship in between the opinion share level and the opinion change level? And apparently there is not. So I mean, it's not because people share a lot or share a few their opinion that they will change it more or less. But interesting is that the opinion change is correlated with the engagement wish. So the more the people who want to engage more are those who change the more their opinion, which is interesting because we could imagine the opposite. We could say, okay, people who have a strong opinion and don't want to change their opinion, that we try to engage to tell their opinion to the others. It's not what happens, basically. So it's the opposite. So the people that want to share their opinion, they are probably those who are the most, let's say, open to the opinions of others. And so another correlation is that the engagement wish, as we just said, is correlated with the engagement feeling. So my reflection is, since engagement wish is correlated to engagement feeling and opinion change is correlated to engagement wish, can we classify cities on this data? And so it appears that yes, we can classify the city like Tallinn, Tel Aviv, and Taipei, depending on the engagement wish, and we can also see the same correlation or classification, in between the engagement feeling level and the cities. So it appears that my machine learning model is validated. So I would like to thank you very much for your attention, and I wish on the next step to do more work to improve this model.